Welcome to Your AI Reality Check, a podcast dedicated to helping businesses get smart about using AI and start getting real results. No more fluff, no more confusion, no random tool suggestions. It's time to dish up some real AI strategies. Let's dive in. I want to dive a bit more into SMBs because I think it's really important to see kind of what are the pain points that small businesses are going through and what are the AI solutions that we're offering them that they're not quite aware of. If they have a problem, they'll usually go to if there's a marketing problem, they'll go to a marketing agency and that agency will whip up some, high level, super exclusive, but very expensive marketing campaign that can tick up to anything north of $20,000. Or they'll pay, to retain it, like for an SEO company. I'll give you a good example. Is SEO company I work with in Australia, they charge about $6,000-$7,000 per month to refresh the content at the bottom of location pages and using their own source of AI and some other very secret off-page thing, right? That's $6,000. It was this ugly wall of text, to be honest. Like in reality, it lacked the quality that I know someone like in your space and our space could achieve at scale pretty easily. So walk me through kind of some of the most common pain points that SMBs are, kind of what they experience and what solutions you've offered them that are different from the usual marketing agency service offerings.
Yeah, so it's funny you spoke about SEO because this was one of my first few clients and I want to talk about this SEO example. And I know you're big on building SEO systems yourself, so you'll probably appreciate this a lot. But I want to say at least 6 months back, this is a system I developed for a real estate company and they wanted to work on their SEO. And I wanted to show them how they can be scrappy and try and get their SEO game going. How do you build an content generation system? How do you do keyword research? How do you create content pillars without having to pay, let's say, $450 to Ahrefs or SEMrush? So, we'll talk about our backgrounds, but so my background is digital marketing and I've headed marketing teams in startups and scale-ups. And we, just like yourself, I have paid an SEO consultant £8,000 here in the UK. I've paid an SEO consultant £8,000. But this is when I was working for a Series A well-funded scale-up. They had the money. I've spent £8,000 on an SEO consultant. For every article, we would pay $250 to a copywriter. For every article, about 1,500 word article.
Wait, on top of the 8,000?
Yes.
You had to also pay.
Yes.
Oh my, what in the world is going on?
The job of the consultant was to tell us, hey, these are the topic clusters. These are the themes you will write about. These are the topics you will write about. And then this content writer, I wouldn't call this person a copywriter, is the content writer would then create the blog post. But this consultant obviously was also paying for other tools like Ahrefs, SEMrush, and that's how this person would come up with an SEO strategy and a monthly plan for us.
Oh my gosh, how do you justify $8,000? You've just given me a cost of what I believe to be maybe $300. Like you spent $300 so far. Where's the $8,000 going? Did it even bring you results?
So here's the thing. If you have the money, if you're well-funded, it's all about just growth at all costs and you'll just pump in money without being able to attribute that in any way. So you can't really attribute how much of your revenues are coming because of this organic channel. And so you just keep pumping money into it. So that's how the game has been working so far. But it's, as you and I know, it's quickly shifting. I'm not going to say that you don't need SEO consultants anymore. By no means am I saying that. But I think that the smaller guys or the smaller companies can also now afford to build a very strong SEO strategy, have a system in place by using a bunch of different tools, having an AI operator who knows how to use these different tools to give the same result that an Ahrefs or an SEMrush used to give, and have a content generation engine in place. It's possible to do all of that without having to spend all that money. So I think one can still do that, but You don't need to do that as long as you know how you can use these different tools. So in this particular example, I think some of the tools I used a tool called Data for SEO.
I use that too. Yeah, I use that one.
I use Data for SEO. There's also another tool called
Socrates. Ask Socrates.
that also has an API. I used these two tools, and then I used a custom GPT, which I hadn't even built. Somebody else had built this custom GPT, pumped the output of these two tools, pumped it into this custom GPT, and it gave me exactly what topics I should be writing about. And it was brilliant. And that's how I created an SEO strategy for this small business.
I thought I'd better explain something. So those of you listening in who kind of don't know what SEO is and why it's important. So SEO is search engine optimization. And when you have a website and you want to bring clients or customers to your website, we can do so by carrying out certain activities to bring them through like organic means. And organically, some of the things that an SEO agent would do to help you bring more traffic to your website is create relatable content that they're looking up, that they're searching. And because they're looking for certain answers, like if let's say you're a SaaS company and you provide a specific piece of technology that that helps them with their accounting. If they're a business looking for accounting solutions, you'll create a bunch of different content to help bring these clients to your website so that they can find you. Obviously, there's a ton of competition out there, and having a solid SEO strategy is going to help you bring the right people to your website. Now, is a blog going to help you get there? No. Is 20 blogs going to help you get there? Maybe. But SEO is a bunch of things, from the way that your content is optimized on your website for searchability. So when someone looks online for a particular solution and you offer something of that kind, then they will find you because you've optimized your website. Now, I think this is a very good topic to talk about because like SEO is completely changed. It's completely changed now that we have the AI recommendations with Google. And actually very interesting, very recent news is Instagram has made the announcement that your reels, all of your content on Instagram is now like searchable on Google. So this is now another platform which people need to leverage for SEO. So now SEO has moved from just the Google platform, like it's all about optimizing every search engine everywhere. Businesses, can do well with an SEO specialist to come in, optimize their website, create a solid SEO content strategy, optimize their schema for AI search and agent search capabilities, and a ton of other things like in the space of AI. Since this change has happened, there's been some massive dips in organic traffic because of the AI recommendations from Google.
Yeah, but totally. I think about 6 months back, or I would say even 4 months back, 3 or 4 months back, if you went on LinkedIn, you had these two different sets of people. There was a world of people who were still in denial of AI. And they were still saying that, no, SEO has not changed. Habits have not changed. People are still going on Google to search for things. But listen, let's talk about you and I. I don't know about you. 80% of the time, I no longer go to Google to search for anything. I'm now going to ChatGPT. So behavior has most definitely changed. Companies are now immediately having to look at what should their SEO strategy look like, because you need to come up in AI overview. You need to be able to come up in the ChatGPT recommendations as well. The strategy is completely changing. So it's an ever evolving field.
You know what? Like, I think people are not going to take action until they see that dip in traffic themselves. And what's happening is everyone's kind of like freaking out, like, oh my gosh, this traffic's gone down. But look, I'll give you some insight, and for anyone tuning in on kind of what that update means for us and what that dip means for your performance moving forward. So because of the AI recommendations, people like ourselves, AI consultants, are working with businesses to optimize their site for AI searchability. So AI searchability is obviously each platform has already installed AI across their search engine. Google have done it, Facebook and Meta have done it, TikTok have done it, and Instagram have done it. So SEO is search engine everywhere. And because of the implementation of AI onto these platforms that your customers and your clients are actually actively on, this means that you've got to put a lot more effort. into building your brand across these platforms, becoming searchable across these platforms. On top of that, focusing your SEO efforts on the search engine. But like, what does this mean then? Like, what does this mean then if Google's already taking all that traffic from the top of the fold? Like, they don't even need to scroll down. What that means for the dip is that anyone who does come to your website, they're going to be highly converting customers or clients. Because if the recommendations didn't answer their question, they're actually looking for a specific thing. Therefore, their buying intent is probably likely going to be higher. But in saying that, now strategies have to change. They have to change with it. We hope you like this podcast. Join us in the next episode where we dive into some solid AI solutions for small to medium-sized businesses. Don't forget to like and follow. If you want to know how AI can help your business specifically, come and find us on LinkedIn.